We are back. We've got episode 3. Working on Sandustry. Oh, for a second I thought this was all Steam. I was like, oh yeah. Okay. So we've got, I think, pretty much everything kind of set up. Kind of. I want to say at this point it's mostly now the going through everything. Yeah, I got that all done. So I just need to go find a lot more red sand. And I need to dig everything out and process it all. Because, you know, that's how it works. Ooh, you know what I do need, though? I need something like this for dirt. And I can, I don't know, put something around here that the dirt can process, because I don't have anything for dirt other than the space over here. Now that I think about it. Maybe that's what I should work on. Kind of top off this section is just make a drip system, a washer. Maybe that's what this'll be. Maybe I won't worry about that. I'll just have it like right here. And where is it? Oh, there it is. Vent. There. And that'll just fill up with water. That should work. Why do I have a random spores over here? Doesn't make any sense. Same with that. Why do I have a slag? Yeah, we got it taken care of. It's all good. Ooh, I almost have enough for the next upgrade. Boom. Now, there you go. There's not a lot left over here to get rid of. Can I go down far enough to see? No. That's okay. Well, we'll finish getting this out of here, and then we can work on the other stuff. It's like that. Oh, I bet it's because But it's because it's burnt, so it's dropping through there. That's probably what it was. Well, we got it taken care of. And there we go. Alright, so that is all of the plain sand. Let's dump this on here. Okay. Well, I think it's time to go dig out the rest of the stuff. Go ahead and just dump a bunch of this on here. Like so. And then I think we got basically all of this area done. I think. No. Was this? I don't remember if this is the area I was working on though. Oh yeah, I was trying to get it all converted. Okay, well I guess we'll work on that for a moment. Oh man, you ever have like that bead of sweat that runs down your neck or something and it feels like a bug walking on your neck and so you like freak out? Oh, oh, what? Oh, it just went in front of my face. It was a bug. Gotcha. Gotcha. I was wrong, guys. It was a bug. It wasn't just a thing of sweat. Although it doesn't... Oh, there's another one? It's like these weird little tiny beetly things, and I don't know where they're coming from. But every so often they get in. But still, sometimes you get that bit of sweat, and then it just feels like a bug, so you try to wipe it off. I get that sometimes. Well, today's been a good day. I was busy at work, but got to talk to my dad today on the phone. So that was nice. I had a good conversation. Huh, I didn't realize the steam would block it. Well, I guess it makes sense. Because I know the stuff blocks the steam. I'll just put that there for now. Alright, it's at least out of the way. I just had too much steam going on. Well, not quite what I was trying to do, but that'll be fine. What I need is the red sand. I need to get more of those petals processed. There we go. It takes so long to get all that stuff. What? Why is that? Is this like an invincible pixel or something? What is going on? My goodness. Oop, that's not what I was trying to do. I'll work with that though. Good. Okay. Ooh, hey, good morning, NG. I'm currently working on trying to get the lava or magma. Trying to get rid of that because it keeps making steam. It's hassling me. Once I get the red sand out of here, I'll probably just make a little container for it. Yeah, pretty much. Engineer it and then reverse it all. That's about how I do it. build it, and then break it, and then try to fix it, and then break it some more. I just wish I could be a little bit faster with it. Oh, I don't want that. I mean, as it sits, I've already got this, and this is going to take a bit. Ooh, getting a little low, but that's okay. Dump all the steam. I don't know if you guys have seen the game recently that's come out. It's called Librarian. It's where you sort books in like a magic library. I don't know if you guys have seen that game. It's only like $5 right now on Steam. So I bought it. I figured my wife might enjoy it, and so I ended up getting it. It's pretty good. I think it was about 3 hours worth is all of game. But that's a lot of fun. It's a little more of a what's the word? Incremental. I think it's more of an incremental game. But not quite. Oh, all these little nooks and crannies. Ooh, if I go like this, and then I can go like this. Oh, well, there is. Hey, John. I'm glad you are here for me. And hopefully you have fun too. Yeah, I might try playing that as a stream games one of these days. Yeah, it's got to be good enough. Oh, it's going away. Yay, it's gone. Now I can get rid of that. There. Dump all of this. And then could be done. And go to the next section. Oops. Because eventually this will all process, so it'll be fine. There. Oh, so much water. You know what, let's do this. Let's try to empty out some of this water. Woo! Didn't want to grab the wet sand. Trying to grab the dry sand. Okay. Didn't clear out a lot, but at least made it look nicer. A little bit. There. Ooh, you know what show I haven't seen in a long time? But I liked it and it was fun when I was growing up. The Red Green Show. That was a fun show. kind of a... it's almost kind of a variety show, but not quite. But it used to be on the old, like, out of, like, you know, the 5 channels. I don't remember if it was PBS, but whatever the channel was, they had BBC. That was one. They did the BBC late, like, Saturday nights. So you could watch old shows for the BBC. So I'd watch Red Dwarf. I'd watch Red Green. I'd watch The Blackadder. All shows that were probably inappropriate for my age, but I still watched them. I mean, Red Green was pretty funny, but it wasn't inappropriate or anything. I think of that one. I think I guess it's kind of a slogan. But the main character, that if you like, he fixes stuff, but he does it poorly. And so the main character, he's got this motto where after the segment where they try to fix something or turn something into something else, like the epitome of redneck, at the end of the segment, the little, I guess not the catchphrase, but the little thing for the stars, if the women don't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy. Yeah, it makes me think. It's a fun one. I like that show. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. I think it's on YouTube. Woo! It's almost weird to watch now because I have had widescreen format for so long that it's almost weird to go back to the square format, the old TV format. Well, I don't know how much or even if my work schedule is going to change. I just found out that one of the guys, he's the most recent guy for the department. I just found out he's quitting. His last day is next week. So that might shift things around a little bit. Hopefully not too much. I enjoy having my Saturdays or Sunday, Mondays off. No worries, NG. I know streams can be a little weird sometimes. Because if you pause it or you stop it and start it again, it doesn't start from whatever is currently going. So I know that can do it as well. But there's also just the delay in, you know, time. Because, I mean, even if like my wife turns on to watch something for a stream, like it'll still be. She's done that to me before, where she's watched when I was streaming. I think it was Abiotic Factor, which I do tomorrow, and she was watching, and she said she could hear me saying something, and then like 10 seconds later she could hear my stream, and she would hear she would hear it on YouTube. So I mean, being clear over in Europe, I'm not surprised there's a 10-minute delay. It's got a bit of distance to travel. Make sure everything's still running properly. Ooh! I need more red sand. Let's just go ahead and dump some in. Yeah. Hey, where? Yeah, I hope my schedule doesn't change to the point where I have to deal with not being able to go to church. I like going to church. It's good for me. Good for the soul. I mean, I don't expect any drastic changes, if any changes at all, really. But I'm just putting it out there just in case it does happen. But if there is a shift and I do have to switch which days I stream, I will definitely let everybody know. The weekend just seems like it'd be such a good time for that, though. And then with summer coming up, kids are going to be out of school. Because I would even consider streaming during the day, too. Like on whatever day I have off sort of situation. That wouldn't work so well right now, though, because I don't really have a lot of time off. My oldest, we do homeschooling for him. The younger two are probably going to start doing homeschooling too. Yeah. I wish I could just get a note. Yeah, unfortunately, Sundays are one of the few days right now. It's one of the few days that the department manager kind of can have off, or not can't have off, doesn't have to have off, because he has stuff he has to get done on Sundays and Mondays, so he has to work those days. All the other days are days that I cover shifts for management guys, so I basically have kind of a fixed schedule because of that, which is nice. Ooh, I got steam. Is it data center? Is that one of those new, like one of the new AI ones? Because I know a lot of people are getting upset about that. I don't blame them. I mean, Utah's already a desert, so we don't get a lot of rain. And between all the people coming here and being a desert, I mean, we could definitely use more water, and when a big data center is basically going to use water, it can be a little tricky to deal with. So I totally get where people are coming from. I mean, I definitely have to say I'm kind of in the middle when it comes to AI and all the tech stuff, because I get that there's a lot of stuff that can happen or can affect things and whatnot, but at the same time, once it becomes mainstream and like, you know, like the internet, you know, once people started adjusting to it and started figuring out how to use it, it ended up making drastic differences and opening up a lot of opportunities. And I feel like AI and all that stuff is going to be kind of the same way. Going to have a lot of guys like me that are old fuddy-duddies. They're going to go, hey, we don't like this AI. It's a change. It's not right. It's whatever. And then you're going to have other guys that are going, this is great. Everything's fantastic. And so it's like I totally see where both of those come into play. But I feel like it could end up being good in the long run when everything kind of starts getting all the kinks worked out of it and people figure out how to use the new technology for stuff. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know as much about more recent politics when it comes to local, and I should be better about that, but yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely, like I said, I definitely see the pros and cons because, like I said, it might make a big impact, but it'll have some ups and downs, and then eventually people will figure out how to use it and what to use it for. And as people integrate it into current businesses and tech and whatnot, the more it gets used, the bigger it'll become and the more it'll be refined, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely don't expect it to work great. At least not right off the bat. But eventually it'll get there. I mean, and just technology in general, anytime there's either new technology or a drastic shift, things just change. And then there's usually some sort of like market upset in some way, like an entire industry might be lost or changed, and then eventually a whole new industry will crop up as part of that. I don't know, I'm kind of in the let's wait and see category, I suppose. It could be really good, it could be really bad, it could go nowhere, it could completely change everything as we know it. I do think though that a lot of people are either overhyped on what AI even is. And there's a lot of people who just don't understand what it is or how to use it. No, I haven't seen any of the stuff on aliens. All the UFO whatnots. Personally, I don't think that the whole, interstellar space travel stuff, I don't think it's a thing. I mean, aliens, yes and no. But I'm definitely not 100% on that. I would not say that aliens, like Martians, the Greys, Little Green Men, all that kind of stuff, I don't think that's a thing. If I had to say I believed in aliens, I would say it would just be basically just more humans, just more people. But I can't say, like, if you were to say, okay, you have to give me a 100% answer, yes or no, I would probably pick no just to be safe. But I mean, I don't see why not, I guess. That's how I look at it. I don't see why not. Aliens though? Or UFOs? No. I'm definitely not in the I don't know why. Sometimes YouTube might have weird things where, like, if you type a message too quickly, it thinks you're spamming. It might be that I have a, what's it called? Like a block on, what's links. So like if you post something and it thinks you're trying to post a website link or something, it might be blocking it from because it's that. Because I don't think I have anything set up on blocks like specific words like, oh, if you say naughty words, it's gonna block you on YouTube. I don't think I have anything like that set up, so that shouldn't be an issue. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's just probably just something that YouTube thinks is an issue that isn't. If there's anything, I think it'd be cool to see the stuff that would be like technology that we have or that whatnot, because I don't think, and I really hope that if there is anything like UFOs or some sort of crazy, not spacecraft, but just like super airplane or something like that, I definitely don't want, China or Russia to have it. If it's gonna be out there, I hope it's ours. I don't want them having it. They're dangerous. Are you trying to type a website link without typing out the website link? Yeah. Yeah, there's always weird stuff going on. Yeah, no, there's a pretty good shot. I just have it set to not do a URL. It's like you can't post a link to a YouTube video or a website or whatever. I think it's like just for spam block kind of a thing. But yeah, no, I would be hard pressed to say aliens exist, but I'm 100% sure that UFOs don't exist. Like I said, aliens, maybe. I could be convinced. But I feel like it would just be more of us. Nothing fancy. If that makes sense. Yeah, no, I would have to, like, I guess sit down and look at it or something, because I bet you a lot of it is just, like, stuff that's easily explainable. I mean, heck, if anything, it's probably just made up. I'll hear a lot about stuff in the next week as I'm either, I'll either watch videos on YouTube, try to get some news sources, that kind of stuff. Yeah, not made up like, you know, the government's trying to just trick people or anything. I'm just saying I don't think that it's real as in it's a UFO. It's probably more likely to be something such as something called a shooting star, or there's some sort of an asteroid movement, like something moving through that we catch something. I don't know. It's just I'm not able to describe the science of it too well. I definitely don't put it past Obama believing in aliens, or at least the possibility of aliens and UFOs and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the guy's got some pretty radical ideas. Well, I'm sure by next week I might have a little bit more formed opinion on the topic. But right now, since it's still too early and I haven't seen anything about it yet, other than that people are talking about it, I haven't looked into it, so I definitely don't have a very strong opinion or a very well formed opinion on the topic right now. Other than I'm like 100% sure that UFOs, like alien spaceships, don't exist. And I'm like 20% sure that maybe aliens do exist. But again, not aliens like Star Trek, all the different races of alien. Just human beings on other planets. You know. If that. I mean, I'm sure there's life out there. But not like aliens flying in spaceships to come to Earth and do nothing. I mean, none of it just makes any sense logically. It's fun to talk about. Like, I like cool alien stories and movies and stuff. But as a scientific topic, just it doesn't make sense and it doesn't really jive with reality that well for me. Yeah, I have heard that. The whole like interdimensional beings. Again, I'm pretty skeptical. Yeah. I mean, I personally don't see it being either of those either. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, I don't know. I don't think it's UFOs. I definitely don't think it's either demons or angels. Not that those don't exist, I just don't think it's them. But I do enjoy the topic. It's a fun topic. And even if it is 100% proven true that there are aliens, that there are UFOs, and that even if it's a 100%, they can prove without doubt that it is a thing, still wouldn't really change my view of the world, I guess, or like religious, or I forgot the word for like I was gonna say ontological, but I don't think that's the right word. It wouldn't really make a very drastic difference to a lot of that type of stuff for me. But it would be cool. The bogosphere? So yeah, but ideology is probably the better word for it. I'm not familiar with the bogosphere, though. I mean, unless you're saying bogus sphere. Even then, I still wouldn't know what you're talking about other than what those words mean. Is that like a specific event or a place or more of a well-known thing? Is it like the Mothman type of a thing, or is it more of conspiracy like Chernobyl? Oh, there's flesh-eating mutants in this area, Or is it like a thing, like outer space? There's this asteroid that they think might support life or something. I don't know what it is. So you have to give me a teaser. Huh. That does sound interesting. Yeah, stuff. Yeah. Oh, I hate autocorrect. But yeah, no, stuff like that. Those are always the things that make some of the best movies. Almost anything related to cryptozoology or, for the most part, kind of aliens Or mythology. Usually mythology's got some good stuff too. See if I can get this red sand to get rid of some of this petals. I've got too much petals. Huh. So it's a little bit kind of Mythbuster-y-ish inspired style. Well, format-wise, I should say. So it's more. So it's not so much like MythBusters style where they're setting out to prove or disprove. It's more of like a. I was gonna say a Ghost Hunter styles thing, but not Ghost Hunters. There's DK. Yeah. The part the part with the AI or the part with the autocorrect that bugs me is when you type something in and it's 100% that's exactly what you meant to type. And then it autocorrects and then you try to type the exact same thing again and after like 4 times it still keeps trying to autocorrect. It's like, did you mean this? You're like, no, I didn't mean that or I would have typed that. I meant this. That's why I typed this. It's great for just a simple spelling error, but sometimes the weird predictive text that it does is weird. Well, I am doing fantastic, DK. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we've been chit-chatting, talking about aliens. Since that's kind of the big news story apparently. And since I'm always a couple days behind on most news stories, I'm also a couple days behind on the alien stuff and all the UFOs. Yeah, when you get like the tiny little box, I think you can adjust the box size instead of it's just being like the two lines, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, good old Mother's Day. Probably do something, I don't know, like a breakfast in bed sort of thing. But I always end up being up too late on Saturday nights because I'm streaming with you guys. That I don't always get up on time to do a good breakfast in bed. And more often than not, my kids have already had breakfast because they I don't know what it is, but like my middle child, he just gets up early and stays up late. And then he's tired and cranky. Well, he's not like cranky, but he doesn't think straight. So sometimes he just makes poor decisions. I'm like, bud, you're tired. Go to sleep. Send him to bed. And then like an hour and a half later, he's just up in his bedroom trying to be sneaky and playing with toys. I'm like, no, go to sleep. You need sleep. Oh yeah, no, trying to use a tablet to do anything more complicated than touch a screen. Yeah, those are difficult. I have some Android tablets. I've got a couple of Samsung tablets. One is the old one, and the battery's just starting to have a hard time. When I got my phone, since I usually get my phones through Samsung because they do financing, so I can make smaller monthly payments and then just pay it off and not worry about an interest rate on it. Because I do that and I pre-ordered the newer phone this time around, I got a bunch of like credit towards other stuff, and so I bought a new tablet, but it's a little bit smaller. But since it's the less powerful model, it was pretty cheap, so it didn't really cost me anything extra to get that one. So I have an extra tablet because of that. Because I can't afford the new tablet and the new phone. I can't go dropping like $2,000. That's too much. I don't remember how much mine cost. But it's pretty old now. And since I don't use a tablet very often, usually if I'm using a tablet, it's because I'm doing like reading a book or something. But I don't do that a whole lot on a tablet. Maybe comics, like if I'm reading manga, but usually I do that on my phone. Okay, because my phone is big enough for that. Yeah, no, even if I ended the stream early, there's not a lot I could do for my wife right now because she's playing that librarian game. Because I saw it the other day and I showed it to her, and she really, really wanted it, and it's like $5, $5.50 or something like that on sale on Steam right now. So I let her buy that game because she wanted it. I thought it looked pretty interesting, but she thought it was really cool looking, and so she wanted it. So she's playing that, so she's completely distracted right now. If anything, like I said, I'll try to get up, and then the kids can help me make breakfast for her or something. But even that would be a stretch because she does, especially if she stays up late, she does not get up early. She needs lots of sleep. Ooh, yeah, no, the Galaxy, the S9. I think that's the one I have, but it's not. It's either the S9 or it's the S7. It might be the S7, but I don't have the 5G because I didn't get any. I was like, there's no way I'm going to use this at any point outside of my house for the most part. So I always just get the Wi-Fi version, and that saves me a couple $100. Because, I mean, I'm not going to buy a SIM card. I already have 3 SIM cards because of the phones. I'm not going to buy another one just for a tablet. Mindustry. Oh, I feel like that. I think you brought that up the other day, and I looked it up, and now I don't remember for sure. But no, I don't. I have not played it, but I think I looked it up. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look it up again. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a time killer. I was talking about it earlier in the stream, but yeah, it only came out recently, and I've seen it pop up from a couple of people on my feed, like on the algorithm on YouTube, because of other games and other things that I've watched or played that are similar. And the entire game, the premise, is there's a big library, like a personal library, but there's a big library, and it's in like a magic academy or something. But basically you're just in this library, and a fairy made a mess, and so now the principal of the academy is making you, the librarian, clean up all the books. And so there's shelves all over the bottom floor and the top floor, and you have to pick up and put on the shelf, and there are over 3,000 books. And then you have to organize it. So, like, books about monsters go in this section. Books about, healing spells go in this section. Books about whatever. And they each have their section. And the more that you play, and as you organize the books, you can unlock abilities to be able to pick up a book and scan, and it highlights the other books of that title, because there's like 10 books in a series or 5 books in a series, and so you can highlight the other books, and you can try, you can walk around and go pick them up and then sort them and all that kind of stuff. It's honestly, it's a lot of fun. And like I said, when I played it, because she played through it like 3 times before I even tried it, and we've only had it for like 2 days. But when I played through it, it was about 3 hours, give or take. I think it was like 3 hours and 10 minutes or something like that to do a full playthrough first time, with only a little bit of minor foresight into how the game and the different abilities worked. So I've heard of Dyson Sphere Project, and I don't remember if I looked into it or not, because it has a lot of that sort of automation and processing and like all that type of stuff. Yeah, no, the library here is pretty nice. But yeah, no, I need to look into it more. Because like I said, I've seen it, but I haven't actually like watched gameplay of it or anything, but it seems like it might be in the wheelhouse of games that I would enjoy playing. But at the same time, it feels like Factorio, where the idea is interesting, but then it takes like 800 hours to finish or play the game. I mean, you've seen how often I have to either remake or fiddle with stuff just playing this game. I can only imagine how much I would have to mess with to play a game where you have to build power systems around the entire planets and suns and stuff. But at the same time, I want to play it because I want to enjoy it. But yeah, I need to look into it more. But I've seen it a little bit. There's another game that I've seen a little bit of. It's called They Are Billions, I think is or They Are Millions. It's kind of a semi-zombie turret defense, you know, top-down strategy, whatever. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have to. I'll definitely have to look into it. I do have Valheim. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it. I think it was on one of the games that I had as a wish list, and so like my brother got it for me as a Christmas present or something. I'm always torn though, because with those kinds of games, I feel like I do better, or it works better to play with a controller than to try to play with keyboard and mouse. And so I'd have to get my Xbox controller or something, hook it up. So I haven't heard of Valheim? Or did I miss? Or They Are Billions? I feel like They Are Billions is a fairly, I almost want to say niche style game. Like it's kind of the, it's kind of an RTS game. It's just that top down real time strategy, you know, build your armies and your base and go explore the map and all that kind of stuff. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of, I might have seen his videos. Is he the one who plays the maps and he's like 5,000% difficulty without pausing the game or whatever? I mean, there might be a couple of guys who do that, but and his videos are like an hour and a half, 2 hours long because he's, you know, beating the game. I mean, I don't imagine there's a lot of people that will play a game and beat it on nightmare difficulty with 8 billion% extra difficulty. That doesn't seem like a normal person's type of playthrough. But yeah, no, they are billions. It looks interesting. It looks kind of fun because I did enjoy. I wasn't the greatest at it, but I did enjoy those RTS games. Like, I played a ton of StarCraft back in the day. And I played a little bit of Warcraft because it had game modes that you could build turret defense game modes. It was pretty cool. But yeah, no, Valheim, like I said, I haven't played it yet, but Valheim is pretty good. At least a little bit that I've seen. Yeah, Valheim is more of a... Oh, what's it? I mean, not survival per se, but like a crafting. It's like part crafting, part open world adventure, part building. It reminds me a little bit of the old, like the old Fable games. A little bit. The water has some wonky physics. Yeah, third person. It's interesting. I feel like Valheim might be one that's funner to play with somebody. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but... Oh, excuse me. I mean, 7 Days to Die is another one that I have that is... I've played it. It's been a while since I've played it. But it's definitely funner when you can play with somebody. Huh. I did not know that Valheim had first-person mode. If it does, that might make it a lot better. Because I can do first-person with keyboard and mouse. It's only third-person I have a tough time with keyboard and mouse. At least action-wise. But I can only do one game at a time for streams. And right now, I think after I finish Abiotic Factor, which I'm still have a ways to go, I believe. But once I finish that, I'm probably gonna play the new Doom, the Dark Ages. I played the original State of Decay back on the Xbox 360. Honestly, for the longest time, I didn't even know there was a second, let alone a third. So I've only seen a little bit on DayZ for the game, but it does seem kind of like it could be fun. Just sort of a horde shooter. I mean, I was definitely disappointed and never bothered to watch the movie because it had absolutely nothing to do with the book. Yeah, I'm not surprised about GTA 6. I mean, it's definitely a running gag at this point, but I will say this, at least they put it off until they can give a good, solid, basically finished product, rather than just pushing out something and making tons of changes and adjustments afterwards and whatnot. So at least they're trying to make sure that the game is a quality game before they release it. So as much as it sucks that for most people having to wait so long, at least, you know, you should be getting a decent product when it does. I've only played basically the original, like, top-down weird tank controls view GTA way back in like the early 2000s, late 90s. Never played anything after that. I can't remember if I beat State of Decay or not, the first one. I feel like, I feel like I remember beating it, but it literally was like 15 years, 20 years ago. So, I can't say for sure. But I feel like I did. Yeah, Carmageddon. I'm not familiar with. I mean, obviously by the name alone, it's either is racing and destruction, or as you put it, it's a zombie. So it's either like survival-ish. Ooh. Ooh, man, that sneeze just snuck up on me. I've always had a tough time when it comes to driving games. When it's keyboard and mouse or controller, because it's so hard to get actual steering, basically. All of the steering always seems to be too just out there. I don't know, like you don't have good control. It seems to end up either, you know, you start to turn and you're going way too hard one direction or the other. It just feels too hard to be able to steer properly. And that always bugged me, because I'm a good driver and I know how to drive. Zombie driver. I have not heard of that one. Let's set up a few pumps. Try to get this water out of here. And, oh, I was on the right page. I can't go through rocks on purpose. Only on accident. Oop, looks like I missed some. It didn't give me any. It seems to be working. So much water. So that big old huge 4-pack of mint things that I got, I'm halfway down with this one, which is the 3rd pack. So I've got 1.5 packs of mint left. That's all. There. Oh, also, I have officially finished the Zombie Fallout book series. I know there's still some side stories and things like that, but I finished the stories, or the series. It's good. If you get a chance to read it, you should. I just discovered that fatal flaw in my design. And I just discovered I'd still have a fatal flaw in my design. There we go. It is no longer a fatal flaw. Time to go get more red sand. It's such a tedious task. You know, I don't remember if I said I was going to add portals onto this or not. I probably said I would just because this is the kind of map that I feel like I would use it on. That way I don't have to go winding all over, up and down. There we go. A little bit more. Yeah. I mean, I want to. I want to have just a conveyor and launcher system. I'm just not entirely sure where it would go other than over this way, up and around. Which otherwise might be what I need to do. Not gonna fit there. I was hoping I had enough space, but I don't. Let's see. Bigger grabber? Yes, I should be able to get a bigger grabber. It's been building up the stuff. Makes a little bit, but... Oh, I just realized this is backwards. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. For a minute there, I've spaced which key it was that deletes. Actually, I don't even need those. I'll raise that up one more. Yeah. No, I don't. Oh, don't want to do that. No, stop it. That's the one. Okay, why is this? I mean, I get that it's not. Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright. Now I've got a little conveyor system. It's slow and steady. Ugh. Ooh, I missed this one. There we go. Okay. It's not much, but it's something. Oh, that's what was getting me all hung up. A little tiny speck of red sand. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, we'll just do this. Ooh, a bit of a cough there. Well, I need some dry sand. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel myself starting to crash, I think. Oh man, no wonder I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna crash out. It's after midnight. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, well, I think this is going to be a good spot to call it for the night. We got this little cave area here, we can work on digging out. I don't know what's down there, but we're going to get some more sand. I can use that sand to get rid of all this, hopefully. And then we'll see how much more left we've got for the underground caves. So, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. It's always nice to have people to talk to, and with, I should say. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. But I think this is going to be it for tonight. Ugh. Since I'm not really using that, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. So, if you have enjoyed and you want to see more and all that kind of stuff, feel free, go ahead and do the likes and the subscribes and the notifications and all the fun stuff. Tomorrow, same time, I'm going to be playing Abiotic Factor. So if you want to watch a fun Half-Life crafting survival style game, come join me tomorrow night. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. So, until next time, have fun.